also extended the invite to other youth organizations. So this will just be the first of many of our gatherings so that we can try to talk and kind of reach our youth as well as the parents and try to find a way to put a stop to the endless violence. I wanted to do some introductions real quick. We wanted to thank Coach Josh Hill. He's the head coach here at Sylvan Hills Middle, and he allows us to be here, and so we really appreciate him opening the doors for us. Also, we have Officer Tommy Norman. He's with the North.
Woo! All right. Okay.
Lorraine Chism, she is here with parents of murdered children.
All right.
Coach K, he is the head coach of Arkansas.
Clap for y'all, coach. All right. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
With Arkansas.
All right.
All right, I'll just give you a brief description about who the Arkansas Heat is. We started this organization since 2007. We initially started out with 16, and once we got the kids in there, we realized that it was a bigger call than just basketball for us. So we incorporated the Heat Foundation, which was an acronym for helping each achieve together. So what we wanted to do was take some kids that was at risk at the time, and we had a bunch of kids to show up to the gym that otherwise wouldn't have anything to do with that summer or our team to play for. So we just kind of took whoever came in and created this whole basketball deal. So once we realized that it was bigger than basketball, we started incorporating study hall, ACT prep, community service hours for the kids. So we just wanted to let them know that it's life is bigger than just sports. You have to do right in the classroom, do right in the community, out in the public as well. So we wanted to be a point of light in a lot of the youth lives that we came in contact with. And we did that by implementing geographical diversity for them, traveling with them, going to schools and creating mentorship for them, so that they would know that there's other people outside the family that they can trust and believe in, and people that believe in them as well. Let me interject right quick. Oh, y'all sit up. Sit up. Now, so we wanted to make sure we had a solid foundation that was built on Christ-like values within the organization, because without that, it wouldn't be possible for us to do what we're doing to this very day. So we just want to give you a brief overview on who the Heat actually is and what we do with that. We're more than just basketball. I come to schools, visit the schools a lot. Officer Corey called me if he has any issues or any problems with any of our kids. I have a lot of calls from principals from various schools. I go to all our schools of our players and just do pop-ins, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do in the classroom. And, you know, these young men, they need that, especially with what's going on here in Sherwood the last couple of days, that a lot of our guys went to school with. And that can play a very important part in their lives, either positively or negatively. But we want to make sure we're pushing them in a positive direction, you know, by providing them resources that are available to us. And, you know, we wanted to start within our own organization and model program for others, because what happens is we have over 30 plus kids in our organization. And I know for a fact that 4 days, Monday through Thursday, that we have a direct impact on those guys weekly, monthly, throughout the summer. Then the weekend tournaments, we're there anywhere from 10 to 16 hours. So we know they're in a positive environment, getting positive reinforcement and understanding the value of working together. And you know, you have to appreciate Coach Corey, because he sacrificed a lot with his organization doing the same thing. So we're just all just trying to come together as a coalition and make positive things and put them in positive environments to help them to become successful. All right, thank you.
My name is Isaac Henry. I'm the assistant to the mayor of North Little Rock, and Karoma and his wife asked me to just come, I guess, and talk to the youth about just staying out of troubles, doing stuff positive, and pretty much just making sure that you're on the right track to succeed in life. Because, I mean, as we've seen this past week, that you could be a 14-year-old, like a lot of you in here, and be charged with capital murder, which means that you probably never see your friends again. And so I'll just, kind of explain where I come from. I come from North Little Rock, grew up in North Little Rock, Eastgate, I don't know if y'all know where that is, but the projects, grew up in the projects of North Little Rock. Crazy story, actually, my mentor just passed away this week, Lieutenant Colonel Lawton. He was the colonel of North Little Rock High School JOTC program. So, brief story, grew up in North Little Rock, got in a little trouble, was a smart kid, but like all of us, we do things we're not supposed to do, right? You know, we all get in a little bit of trouble. I will say now that it was easier to get out of trouble back then than it is for you guys now. So, 16 years old, with the wrong crowd, ended up going to jail. Ended up going to jail, juvenile, juvenile, smoking weed, doing all that, had a gun, like most kids have these days. But, ended up doing 3.5, 4 months in juvenile, which was a life lesson for me. Got out, got back to high school. Colonel Lawton, who just passed away, took me on his wing. Played football at the time. When I came back to school, that was my 11th grade year, I was off the football team. So what could I do? Like many of you playing ball today, tomorrow your basketball career may be over. Off the football team, what am I going to do next? So I decided to do ROTC, junior ROTC. Do y'all have junior ROTC in your high school right now? Probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So from junior ROTC, I ended up getting a scholarship to go to UAPB to do college ROTC. Before that, I went to basic training that summer after my senior year, and went to basic training, joined the Army when I was 17. Still in the Army now, 15, 16 years later, and now I'm a captain in the Army, I'm a company commander. So, but it all goes back to those decisions that I made as a kid. Made some bad ones, but also made some good ones. But these days, I see that a lot of teenagers are making more bad decisions than good decisions, And like I said, I came back after I graduated from college, and I taught at my same North Rock High School that I was expelled from back in the day, So I came back, taught at the high school, and then I got a crazy phone call from the mayor's office. Never filled out an application, never did anything. He heard my name from somebody else. That's because when you're doing good and you're making sure you're a positive person everywhere you go, people are watching at all times. So I got a call offering me a job. Am I being punked right now? Like, for real? Offering me a job as an assistant to the mayor. So that just goes to show you that when you're doing the right thing, making sure that you're doing the right thing at all times, good things come from that. But at the same time, at the same token, when you're hanging with the wrong crowd, doing wrong things, bad things can come from that, even if you're not a bad kid. How many of y'all know a kid that was a good kid but hanging with the wrong people got killed? It doesn't sound like it can be that bad right now, but it can. You could be robbing somebody that robs a bank, that kills somebody, and guess what? You just became an accessory. You know what accessory is? That means you're going to jail right there with them. You had nothing to do with it. I know I had a buddy of mine when we were in high school, right after high school, who robbed somebody. One of our friends worked at the restaurant he robbed. Guess what? That friend did 8 years in prison just because he knew about it. Not because he helped him, but because he knew about it. So the big thing that I would say to teenagers of you guys' age is watch the crowd you hang around. Watch the crowd you hang around. They say birds of a feather flock together. When I was in high school and I came back and was on the right track, I only hung out with people in my clique, which was all TC guys. If you're the basketball guys and the football guys, but you hang out with people that are like-minded, that want to go to school, you want to go to college. If this guy's over here and he's talking about smoking all the time, I probably wouldn't be hanging out with him. If he's talking about, oh man, I'm talking about her, you might not be one to hang, because he might have a kid at 16. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about the people you hang around, because that's going to be, you know, the same people that I hang around with in high school are the same people that I hang out with now. We're all over the country, all over the world. You know, most of us in the military. But guess what? We still keep in touch to this day, because when you find that group of people that are like you, that you have like minds and want to do the same things that you want to do, then you tend to stick with them. Because, like I said, I'll be the first to tell you, sports, I love it, I still play ball, but everybody's not going to make it in sports. But it can get you to the place that you need to be. You might play basketball all the way through high school to get a college scholarship, and then maybe your freshman year, you tear ACL. But you just got to school. You see what I'm saying? You just got to school, and now you can use that scholarship to still pay for your school. You know, I use ROTC to pay all the way through college, pay all the way through grad school. You know, so it's all about the decisions you make right now, because I see it all the time. I was the athletic director of the Boys and Girls Club in North Carolina for 8 years. I've seen kids like y'all every day that play ball. He'll tell y'all, I've seen him grow since he was a little boy. I've seen kids, y'all exactly just like y'all, that play ball, great ball players, and then as they get older, you know, great ball player, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and you look up and they didn't make the team. Next thing I see them going, you know, over to the right or over to the left, doing things I knew they shouldn't be doing. I'm teaching in schools, suspension, and I'm like, what are you doing here? You're a good kid, but now he's not on the basketball team anymore. You feel he don't have anything else to do. You know, when you can't let sports be your only way out. It can't be the only thing that you have fun. You see what I'm saying? You got to find a lot of things that you're good at. You got to always find an out. Don't always think that basketball is the only thing that's going to be it's going to be your ticket. Always have something to back it up. I will say that because when that one thing that you're doing doesn't work out, then a lot of people get hopeless. They feel like they can't make it. They can't do what they wanted to do, so they're not going to do anything. Or I might as well go hang out with these guys and do this. So that's my spiel. Watch your crowd. And anybody can make it. Anybody can make it. If I can make it, anybody can make it. Because like you said, I was in trouble, turned it around, and I like them doing pretty good right now. So I appreciate your time.
Hello, everyone. Man, I was thinking about what all I was going to say, but now it ain't too hard at all. By the way, my name is Lorraine. I am a parent survivor of a child that was murdered. And behind that, I had 5 nephews that was murdered. Behind stuff like bullies, women, which y'all would consider girls, and everything and stuff like that. And so I'm here to let you know that there are things that you can do besides play basketball. You need to get you right, get you some best friends, get you somebody that's going to motivate you, get you somebody that's on your level. Don't hang around the wrong crowds. You know, I mean, weed might smell good, but it ain't good for you, and everything and stuff like that. But the most thing that's important to y'all today is what? School. Okay. Now, what is the next thing after school?
Basketball.
Okay, that's good. Anybody else? All right. I'm waiting on that God first. All times. Remember that. And everything. Now, I know that y'all done had a little tragedy that went on here maybe about a week ago or whatever, you know, but y'all got to keep on pressing on and keep your heads up, you know, and everything and stuff, you know, like you got a loved one, you know, people be tired of wearing, y'all be tired of wearing dead folk t-shirts, you know, jerseys and everything, you know, I'm one myself, you know, every year I got 13 shirts, you know, we have a reunion or something for my son and anybody else's son that died. I go to a group that's called Parent and Murder Charity. No, it's not good. I only got one child. And everything and stuff, he's gone. And everything and stuff like that done. You know, like I said, he wasn't perfect. And I don't want to be around no kids that are perfect. Okay, because there's no perfect kids and there's no perfect families. Whatever you do. So it's up to you if you want to do it. Can't nobody else do it for you. All you got to do is get up and go to school. That's it. That's all you got to do is get up and go to school. You know, that's it. Come on, do what your mama tell you to do, do your homework, take your bath, and go to bed. And that's it. Don't let them phones fool you, get off them phones. and everything and stuff like that. Them phones can easily get you caught up. Them phones is not no joke. You know what I'm saying? They can easily get you caught up. Even if you ain't with them, they're just a text or something, just say something, just sitting in there. They need to get you caught up. And everything and stuff like that, because ain't none of y'all been in the shoes that I've been in. And you don't want to go with him. My son, he was something. You understand what I'm saying? I thank God, he had a praying mama. He had a praying grandmother. And everything. He made it though. He might didn't graduate from high school, but he graduated from boot camp. Can I get an amen? Amen. So, you know, baby, no matter what, just so you be determined and you do what your parents tell you, because disobedient kids, your days will be limited. You know, it would be limited, I promise you. And everything and stuff like that. You know, but everybody that's been through some things. You know, and stuff like that. All of my family was great. Okay? If those girls, I one of the two. You know, so that's what I'm just trying to tell you. You can either be bullied, you can either be persuaded, all that. All those people there out there, they all know me. My last name is Chism. My son's name was William Booker III. So they called him Little 3. So if you go on Facebook, or whatever, they got him on there as Young Hogs. So he did break a CD in Atlanta. So he is kind of popular. He might be dead, but he's popular to me. He's popular to me. You know, I might not be making no benefit from it, but he's popular to me. So that makes me feel good. So, you know, so I just want to let y'all know, you know, you keep your heads up, do what your parents tell you. You know, everything gonna be all right. Having these kids up here know me. You know, ain't no secret. Brandon, you know, all these kids know me. His mother, she's been here, coming to every game we have. You know, everybody in here. You know, we got Karoma, Miss Smith. I want to thank them for letting me come out and speak today. And see, the thing that I had planned today was that you don't have a whole lot of girls here. I kind of like to whip my thing on up and everything stuff. My concentration is things on other guys. This right here. It's all right and sad, but you need to have this here with your tag. You want this to be buckled up. See, you want your pants to come up. See, you don't want them to come down like this. That's a no.
That's just when you get the whooping.
So, I got a scarf on now. This here, I stay covered up. I don't like nobody looking down on me. Okay? So, it's a time and place to get sexy. Okay? Girls need to stay covered up. So if you got a girlfriend that you really, really like, cover up. Don't want nobody else to look at the table.
Watch me look at me. I'm fully dressed.
This is one of my favorite shirts. This is when he first got murdered. This is my son here. This is one of my favorite shirts. So I'm tired of wearing all these shirts. So I'm going to show you this is what people do all year long. Like we get ready in August to have a reunion for everybody that's dead. Like that's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It get kind of a little itchy sometimes. So, you know, this is my son here and this is him on the back. So somebody bring this to me. Here you go. Looking at TV shows and buying all the Nintendo games and stuff with all this murders and shooting your little gun, getting mad at your mom because she ain't got it, you going to somebody else's house and looking at it and using they little Nintendo game or whatever kind of game. You got Xbox, Xbox. So what you need to do now, instead of concentrating looking at all that blood, I want you to concentrate on the blood of Jesus. How about that? I am here for you. So I'm not hard to find. My name is Lorraine Chism. I am on Facebook. Just say that I was here and I spoke for you. If you need me, I am here for you. If you feel that you cannot talk to your mom, if you think about suicide or anything of that nature, I'm here for you. Lorraine Chism on Facebook. So you don't have no excuse to go home with your hip hanging down and your head hanging down. I know y'all hungry. I'm hungry too. And everything is up to you. Anything you be hungry for the Lord and y'all be good, okay?
Yeah. This one.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have to follow up after I did. You can tell he worked for the mayor's office. He talks along with the mayor. But I want to say that I'm honored and privileged to be here. Big thanks to Coach K, Shannon, for inviting me out. And I love to be able to get back and to share some, I guess, words of good advice and encouragement. I went to high school with Shannon, so we're still young. I met Coach K at Shorter College at a conference there, and so Isaac, I met him at the Boys and Girls Club when I was a pretty new police officer there. And Miss Chism, when I was a rookie police officer, she gave me a hug and kiss every time she saw me. We've got a great group of people here. Can't thank you enough for allowing me to be here. To give you a little bit of history about myself. I'm from North Little Rock. Graduated from, it was Old Main High School actually. The last year was Old Main and Northeast, 1990s, the year that I graduated. I come from a family of 9. I'm the youngest. I have a twin sister. No, she doesn't look like me. Anyway, and so didn't have a dad in my life. Did have the older brother that really played the role of my father. So I always had a dream of to be a police officer. And growing up in the Levy neighborhood in North Little Rock, would see the police cars driving up and down the street, and just would follow them as far as my eye would, could see them. Love police officers, love police cars, and so December 1997, I tested to be a police officer in North Little Rock, and not thinking I'd ever be a police officer. I didn't have enough self-confidence. As I said, didn't really have but one role model growing up, which was my brother. But I tested, passed every test, the written test, physical agility test, every test that you had to take, the polygraph test. At the time, I was working at Pinnacle Point Hospital, and I received a call there from a police recruiter saying that I was hired, and my start date was June 15th of 1998. So I'm working on my 18th year. I've always worked as a patrol officer. Never wanted to advance to be a sergeant or transfer to the detective division or any other division because my heart has always been set to go out and make a difference in the community. I work downtown North Little Rock, which is, as I can tell you, being from North Little Rock, Chism, Coach K, and Shannon, and everything south of Interstate 40, Pike Avenue, east and west. Isaac grew up in Eastgate. Those are some mean streets. Those are areas that really need a lot of hope and promise. And as a police officer with a big heart, I knew that that's where I wanted to be. Didn't really want to work up in Lakewood and McCain Mall because you have a whole lot of shoplifters up there and accidents and burglar alarms. I don't really care for that. And so, I prefer to work the areas that are impoverished, low income, some of the front yards that have dirt instead of grass. Those are the type of areas that really need a lot of hope and promise. And even after 18 years, I still every day go out and want to make a difference. So today I want to share with you to make the right decisions in life. Growing up, your age, didn't have a lot of friends. I had a really small circle of friends. I had acne really, really bad growing up. So you see the holes in my face. I used to pick at the sores on my face, and I was bullied. And back then I didn't know what a bully was. I didn't know that's what you call a bully. Not really a lot of people to stick up for me, but I overcame that, overcame a few other obstacles, and to be a police officer today, to accomplish a lot, really give all thanks to God for really, placing me here. So I'll say this, you have on a basketball uniform, but that uniform doesn't make you. I have on a police uniform, this uniform doesn't make me. This badge doesn't make me. This gun, that police car outside doesn't make me. What makes you is what's behind the badge, and what makes you is what's behind that uniform. To make the right decisions, as Isaac said, don't hang out with the wrong crowd. Okay, if you have to have 2 or 3 or 4 friends, then you have that small circle of friends that are going to encourage you to make the right decision. I thought I was going to be the next Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I can tell you a story. I went to San Antonio with my best friend Ronnie to watch the Bulls play the Spurs. Jordan hit 49, but they lost by 1. They were up by 4. He hit a 3-pointer there at the end. Made it, he had 46, 49 points at the end. They lost by 1. But I was so big into Michael Jordan. If you look at my high school yearbook, everybody called me Jordan, the next Jordan. I'd shoot guns like Michael Jordan, shave my head today still like Michael Jordan. But as you can see, I wasn't the next Michael Jordan. But on that trip to San Antonio, I probably brought like $200, and I spent it the first day on Michael Jordan T-shirts. So the rest of the time I was there, my friend had to buy me dinner, and so anyway, he's like, man, you spend all your money on Michael Jordan shirts.
All right,
I don't
Ronnie.
know where those shirts are at today, but so I chose Michael Jordan as someone that I looked up to and I aspired to be like. That's okay, all right? But you got a hero right there, you have heroes right here, your parents and your families, those are the real heroes in your life, all right? So count on them. And I'll tell people every day in my patrol area, kids at the bus stops, go to visit a nursing home, wherever I go, I tell people that I love them. And they kind of do a double take, but once a police officer telling somebody that he loves them, he's supposed to be arresting people, taking people to jail and writing tickets. But it's okay to tell people that you love them. I love you. Some of you all don't know, I do see some familiar faces here, but it's all about making a difference. I brought a bag of bracelets if you want one. I wear it every day. It's hashtag NLRPD, and it says give love, respect. All right, so you can complete your own sentences throughout the day, throughout your life, but include give love and respect. Every day I try to strive on doing those three things. We talked about, Isaac talked about it, Coach K talked about, and Ms. Chism talked about the incident that happened last week with the 3 teenagers that committed murder. I talked to a police officer that actually took someone to jail. When he went to the jail on Roosevelt Classic, the big jail, the adult, not juvenile, but the adult jail, the 3 juveniles that were arrested were all 3 in separate cells. And the North Rock officer, who's a friend of mine, came back and told me, he said every one of them were bawling their eyes out, crying, scared to death. Because when I take somebody to jail, I can leave. I do my paperwork. It's not a place you want to be. But those 3, unfortunately, made the wrong decision. All right, they had to live with that. Just remember that the decisions you make in life, whether they're good or bad, you have to live with those decisions, okay? And so I encourage you to go out every day and make a difference. Stay committed to what you do. Stay committed to school, first of all, and stay committed to basketball. Stay committed to your family. It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of effort. As I said, I didn't think I'd be here today. You know, when Coach K asked me to come out and speak, of course I'm going to be here. It's such a big honor to share, my story. At 13 years old is when I started giving back to the community. 30 years later, I'm still doing it. So I encourage you to go out and make a difference in your community, whether it's 2 minutes a day, make a difference. All right? And don't feel like that you're too macho and you're too cool to go out and make a difference. All right? Because all that's going to matter when your time is over, is the difference that you made in other people's lives. And so thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Grew up with him in the Montgomery community. We've been friends for a long time. And he's been around the basketball circuit for a long time. He's a semi-pro coach of the Arkansas Bobcats. And he's currently one of the teachers at alternative school. So he's been around both sides. And we'll bring him and have him share a few words with you. Because like I said, he's seen both sides from an academic standpoint to athletic standpoint. So he has a lot of insight on that. So if you will, David Perry, coach of the Bobcats. Y'all doing? You caught me off guard. I guess like this, since I'm being here, I've actually was here trying to get some win in basketball. I'll give you a little insight of what the scouts look for, what the coaches look for, and to give you a little insight about myself. First of all, this is my main neighbor right here, next door neighbor. I call him my dad as well, but my dad was kind of gone. Right, but my eyes on the prize for being an athlete, he was there for me. I like there for me. To this day, I do what I can to help him. I cut the yard. I almost practically beg him to cut the yard. Because he was there for me. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, 4th grade, got the cap. Background check, they will check. So if you're trying to go to Kentucky, Arkansas, or whatever, just believe what you do here, when you start with this, they want to know how your progress was. Junior high, high school, on that. And somebody I can trust, somebody coach I can coach. So
you got a bad attitude on this court and off the court, they won't mess with you. Won't mess with you. Then at the same time, don't feel like a JUCO is a little bit of thing for a MDiddy. Really is a double the chance to get recruited. And at the same time, you can get all your academics. You can practically double minutes if you want to. So in other words, you can graduate from JUCO and still get a chance to go to a D1 school and graduate again. In other words, you probably got 2 or 3 degrees in the course of 4 years that you can spend your time in college. I know it sounds kind of weird to you right now. That's how it is. Some D1 coaches, even though you come from a small school and score about 50 points a game, they may not take a chance on you because of the conference you went to or played in. To say you go to a 7-8 and you came from a 3-8. What I mean by 7-8 and 3-8, smaller school. So in other words, you score 50 points and go 3-8 and it's safe again. Matter of fact, you practice that. One of the young ladies played for CAC. UConn won. The only way they really gonna touch her is basically if she go to a big powerhouse club. See how she play, see how she hold up. I pray that she can produce. But what I'm getting at, got to, play the role in a way that, okay, I'm the 6th man, ain't better than the next man. I mean, that'll send you home too quick. Skipping school, no, they won't take it at all. So, you go over to ALC, and think it's a joke, I promise you, nobody will touch you. Turn around now while you play it. I mean, if you start out deep, you're going to have everybody in these rooms come out for it, ladies, guys, whatever. It's a trap. Prime example. I got a chance to try with the double nuts. I got red shirt pretty much all my history. Except short college. Played one game, got put off another coach on me, transfer to that school. So I ended up getting out the blue tryout. Then we my first year got cut, second round, nervous. Came in the next year and invited me back. Made all the way down to the last 12 out of 245. Got the clippers in the truck. I wasn't going to get them, but I ain't think I was going to speed. Got a chance to play with Jim King for the Fair Five. Cool. But that was right there from my beginning, stepping into playing. I played one game at the semi-pro level and ended up coaching. Just filling my lap. Then from that one game, I took over, it was 1-6.